Hey, right now I am in a hotel room in Seattle. That is Seattle behind me. I'm making this video now. It's like 5 a.m. because I'm still on Korean time, and yeah, so I decided to make a video, and I'm making a video about Korea, not Seattle. Anyway, the thing is, right before I left to come here, I went to this conference, and it was on actually like K-pop and Korean entertainment and how it's spreading throughout the world. I mean, I guess most discussions of K-pop I've seen are on the internet, and they're all very juvenile by fans, and no one really has like a good understanding of it. And at this conference, there were all these professionals. There were like professors, there were journalists, there were media representatives, producers. So it was the most intellectual discussion of K-pop I'd ever heard, and it was really interesting. One point that it seemed most people were in agreement on toward the end, after everyone had had their say, including me, K-pop does not represent Korea. It's not representative of Korea. It comes from Korea, it's produced by Koreans, it features Koreans, and it features songs that are mostly in Korean. But honestly, it has nothing to do with Korea. I mean, not really. If it's representative of anything, it's representative of the companies that are making it. Mostly the three big companies, YG, SM, and JYP. There are others, but really that's who we're getting. That's what we're getting. We're getting their visions. We're not getting Korea's visions. We're not getting those performers. I don't even want to call them artists because they're not writing their own songs. And in fact, some of the songs aren't even written by Koreans. That's okay. It's okay to like it, and it's okay to like it as, I guess, part of Korean entertainment. But I really wonder how many people really have this impression that, I don't know, that everyone dresses like that Koreans dance well. Those people, the people in the K-pop industry, they dance well because they have literally been taking dancing classes since they were children. They are K-pop idols because they have been training for it since childhood. Literally, they've been taking dancing classes, they've been taking singing classes, had like a private kind of education, which I don't really know how good it is. They're not really going to college right now. And these guys too, the thing is, they're not really making any money. There are these things people consider slave contracts for these K-pop performers, in that they have to sign multi-year deals to pretty much be exclusive to these companies. Recently, the Korean government passed a law that says the maximum number of years they can sign a contract for is 7, because the companies used to push for more than 7. You get that? Like, these guys have to stay with this one company, represent it, and do whatever they say for, I guess, now a maximum of 7 years. Okay, yes, as a result, they get to be on TV, they get albums, they get posters, they get to perform all around the world, but they don't really have any freedom. They have to do what the companies want. Granted, the companies kind of pay for them. They pay for the meals, they pay for the clothes, they take care of them, but at the expense of freedom. These guys can't really represent themselves. They can't represent their opinions about things, really. They can't speak out about the company. They can't speak honestly about their company. They can't try to represent themselves independently from their company. You know, if you're part of a girl group or a boy band, that is who you are. You're just one piece of that group. You're not an individual for as long as you're signed to these companies. You don't write your own music. You don't perform your own music. You just kind of sing it, or you lip sing it, or you just dance. Mostly it's about dancing, I hate to tell you. I mean, yeah, they're good at what they do if you're just thinking about the dancing, and I guess some of them can sing well, but they're not creatively representing themselves. They're not individuals, they're not artists. Maybe they could be, maybe they have the potential, but they're not going to be able to explore that potential until their contract is up, or until, I don't know, they break away somehow, like have some lawsuit. And even if, you know, the contract expires by the time, but in Korean terms, their age will be like too old. I don't think being like, let's say 25 or 26 is too old, but in Korea, that's the time when you gotta think about settling down and not being a pop star. There are older pop stars, but it's not easy in this society. And the other thing is money. I mean, these performers already get a very, very small percentage of what they're doing, but on top of that, they have to split it among themselves. So if they are a group, if there are more than 2 members, they're not getting much at all. So if you got this fantasy like, oh, Korea is a K-pop world, it's not. It has nothing to do with reality.